Throughout Fire Country Season 3, Bode and Gabriela experienced many highs and lows, sharing many touching moments, but also providing several arguments against their relationship. Though it took some time for them to truly act on their feelings, Bode and Gabriela's relationship was ignited the instant they met when he and Freddie assisted her with the automobile. In fact, Gabriela had always intended to go back to diving, and even when she changed her mind, she and Jake remained emotionally involved. Bode and Gabriela's relationship deepened even as Gabriela and Jake's relationship developed, and they contemplated moving in together. In Fire Country Season 1, Bode and Gabriela's relationship appeared to be indestructible despite their imprisonment. Things changed when Diego arrived in Fire Country Season 2, and now everyone in Edgewater is talking about his and Gabriela's impending marriage. Although Gabriela's surprising wedding decision in the Fire Country Season 3 premiere ended her romance with Diego, it did not mean that she and Bode ended up dating. Gabriela's feelings for Bode were the reason she called off the wedding. Bode and Gabriela are clearly separated in Fire Country Season 3, but given how ill-prepared they appeared to be when dating, this can really work to their advantage. Bode's attention would be diverted from combating fires if he and Gabriela started dating. In Fire Country Season 3, when the two were merely hooking up and not dating, Bode's attraction to Camden was so obvious that even a complete stranger could see it. It was clear that Bode required all of his attention to handle his training rather than skulking around with or worrying about Gabriela because she was a liability to him, as evidenced by her withdrawal from the group and her reckless proposal to hook up in the middle of his shift. Indeed, in Fire Country Season 3, Bode and Gabriela had completely different expectations for their lives. While Gabriela felt lost and wanted to pay off her debt to Diego's family for the wedding and Manny's time in prison at 3 Rock, Bode needed to concentrate on his future and eventually establish a life in Edgewater with his family. Bode and Gabriela agreed to hang out casually for a short time, but by Fire Country Season 3, Episode 6, it had become too little for Bode, which is another solid reason why they shouldn't date. The fact that Bode and Gabriela's intimacy exacerbated their most dangerous tendencies is another significant obstacle to their romance. In Fire Country Season 1, Bode repeatedly broke 3 Rock's restrictions in order to see Gabriela. Despite his refusal to express his affections to Gabriela, Bode went above and beyond to save her in Season 2, displaying the worst irresponsibility on calls. Gabriela was also reckless because of Bode's presence, and this was never more clear than in Fire Country Season 1, Episode 9, when Gabriela defied regulations and risked her life by diving into a hazardous river to save Bode. There was still hope for Bode and Gabriela, but their most careless moments in Fire Country occurred when they were apart. When Bode and Gabriela attended to their colleague firefighter Gilmore in Fire Country Season 3, they totally overlooked the medical alert necklace. By severing Gilmore's necklace and covering for Gabriela, Bode risked his future, and it was only with Gilmore's approval that they were exempt from punishment. Bode and Gabriela cannot afford to be careless because their jobs already put them in danger. Gabriela is in no shape to date anyone in Fire Country Season 3, especially someone who brought out her recklessness like Bode, so it is imperative that she focuses on herself and getting better given her problems. It was made clear in Fire Country Season 3, Episode 8, how bad things had gotten. She first stole gasoline from a car to give it to a family in need, with whom she sympathized, and then she left her crew in the middle of a call to flee Jake's interrogation, even putting herself in danger when the road was blocked by fire. Fire Country consistently made Bode and Gabriela's romance the focal point of the firefighting drama. In fact, Bode used it as his compass to stay focused during Season 1 of 3 Rock. But Gabriela and Bode had only been acquainted for a few months. They were unable to truly get to know one another because of Bode's imprisonment. And they remained silent for the majority of Fire Country Season 2, when Gabriela refused to talk to him once he returned to 3 Rock, and Bode shut her off when he returned to prison. Bode and Gabriela's failure to seize the opportunity to be together in Fire Country Season 3 demonstrated that their timing was flawed, even when outside factors worked in their favor. Everything Bode longed for hinged on receiving parole, which would allow him to be with Gabriela freely, at last. And Fire Country had already demonstrated that he was better off without her when their relationship became the main source of his motivation to leave the fire camp in Season 1. Their obstinacy didn't assist them because Bode ignored Gabriela as a result of the setback of having to return to prison. Although Gabriela and Bode have often declared their love for one another, it's unclear if they truly view each other as partners, comprehending each other's needs and desires, or if they merely view their relationship as an ideal. It's true that Bode spent most of Fire Country Season 1 thinking about the future he may have with Gabriela when he was granted parole, rather than actually getting to know her. However, this wasn't a given. In Fire Country Season 1, Gabriela also romanticized her brief connection with Bode, viewing it as the solution to all of her personal issues, including those she experienced with Manny. When Gabriela realized she had second thoughts about marrying Diego at the end of Fire Country Season 2, she took the exact same action. Gabriela concentrated all of her energy on kissing Bode rather than why she wasn't sure she should marry Diego. This demonstrated that it was more about Gabriela's vision of Bode in Fire Country than it was about the relationship she could develop with him.